here. Marcus Smart is here for Media Day number 11.
Hey, can we let people know Marcus Smart is here?
Marcus Smart is here. Marcus Smart is here. And you've got to be very, very close to Father Marcus Smart.
Oh, it's here. My baby boy Zane was born September 21st.
Okay.
So
Wow.
Last Saturday, so he's about a week and a couple days old. So, yeah, I am a father now.
Congratulations,
Got all the
man.
dad jokes.
We knew it had to be close, right?
Yeah.
How much have you slept?
Not much.
Not much.
But I've been good. We've had a lot of help. My mother-in-law's in town, so we've been able to get our rest as much as we could. But we've been this as you all know, as being a father. Whew, that's a job.
I
in itself.
am. They're not.
No, they know. They hear all the stories from the father, so they know.
Sure.
So they know.
Well, and it's an experience like nothing else, right?
Of course. It's the ultimate feeling, you know. So
Tell me about the name.
Zane. So yeah, just beauty, grace and beauty. It's a middle Arabic name. My wife is Middle Eastern and North African. Her mom's from Yemen. Her dad's from Libya. So we kind of want to stay with the culture and keep it that way.
So maybe a different off season and summer than you've ever had before.
Oh yeah, everything
because
was different.
You're so stressed out, right? The entire time. You want everything to be fine. You want the baby to be healthy. You want your wife to be healthy. So how did you navigate through the off season this year, which was an off season like unlike any other you've ever had, right?
Yeah, it was definitely different. This is the longest off season I've had my whole career. So for me, that was an adjustment. I was like,
Oh yeah, no playoffs.
yeah, I was like, what do I do?
That's
like,
super weird. Yeah.
My wife's like, now that you're not playing, you want to go do this? Not really. I'm so used to playing. I'm not used to being able to have this free time, but it was great. She's great. She does a good job of, helping me and allowing me to be relaxed and not be as stressed. She's some good support for me. So I probably give that to my wife is why I was able to have a great summer and not be as stressed as it was. But yeah, it was definitely different. We took some trips. We went to Turks with our bridal party, about 30 people for our anniversary. It was great. So we've been doing everything that we could with the time we have.
That's awesome.
Did
All right.
you go anywhere for like as far as like being a dad? Have you taken any like notes, or did you go any YouTube videos? Or, like how to be a dad? Like reading books?
I've been doing it all. My wife's breastfeeding, so like I'm the one setting up the pumps and all that.
There you go. You in the trenches.
Yeah, I'm in the trenches.
You're in the trenches for sure.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay.
Big dad.
You already learned how to change a diaper?
Oh, I've been knowing how to change a diaper. I'm the youngest of 4 boys. Got nieces and nephews, great nieces, nephews. Uncle Daddy is in effect.
There you go.
Awesome.
There you go.
All right, so take us through. Obviously the season ends early. You can't miss, and then your fingers turn sideways in Dallas.
Yeah,
like you're playing
at
out
all
of your
places.
mind too. Like I think they said the last one you hit,
His finger was like that.
your finger was screwed up, right?
Yeah.
They
On
were
the
going
last.
to commercial break on the game, and they show it in slow motion, the follow through, and we're like,
That John throwing up.
We're like, oh,
texting each other
hell
like,
no.
hang on, his finger ain't supposed to
This
look like that.
This dude's finger is not supposed to look like
And
this.
it's weird. So what people don't really understand about it, they think I shot the ball and my finger just went like that. No, it was stuff that led up. So the play was a play before where they called a foul on Kyrie. I posted him up and I went to shoot. He smacked the ball out of my hand. They called a foul. They challenged it and won it and said he hit ball. Well, he actually dislocated my finger then and there. I popped it back in during the timeout, just popped it back in. So because it was so weak, by the time I shot that last shot, my finger just had enough, and then my ligament snaps. Ooh. So it wasn't just a dislocation. I also had a ligament, what they call a ligament slip. So this part was here, and that's why this whole straight part was like up here. And that's why it looked how it looked. And when I realized it is when I shot it, everybody thought I was celebrating. It was like a celebration. I was going like, I'm like, I'm looking at my finger like, it won't no, my finger won't go back. And like I said, it was weird. Like if it was just a dislocation, it was easy to pop back. But literally I popped it back in and it wouldn't move. And it was like up here. So that's when I realized, something's wrong. Like it's not supposed to look like this. And they were like, oh yeah, your ligament tore. Excuse me, yeah, you dislocated the finger and you tore your ligament. And I'm like, well, there we go. And it's in my hometown of Dallas. So
How long
It's probably
was
the
it-
best game of the season.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, you couldn't miss.
Couldn't miss.
You couldn't miss, and then the finger goes. And so obviously, look, everybody on the team got injured, right? You got injured, Des got injured, everybody got injured, and then the season was what it was. So it does end, and then the playoffs happen, and then your old team goes on the run. Did you watch it?
I watched every last bit of it.
You did. You watched all of it.
All of it. Every last bit of it. And, like I went on to Theo Pinson's podcast and I talked about it, but I was probably the most excited person for those guys because I understood what those guys was working for. I was in the trenches with them for a long time, 9 years, working with them, trying to accomplish that. And we went through a lot of battles, blood, sweat, and tears, literally. So I was happy for those guys. Obviously I wish I would have been a part of it because I worked so hard. But at the end of the day, like I said, those guys, they deserved it. So I was probably the most enthusiastic person when they won it. So
there's a lot of people that think that those guys, in this bizarre way, are going to be able to have a chip on their shoulder. Typically, you win a title, right? And then with what happened with Jason in the offseason, with especially with the Team USA stuff, not winning Finals MVP and then the Team USA stuff, Jalen winning Finals MVP, but then not getting the invite, and in fact, his other teammates getting. So, do you know those guys really well? Are you buying this? That like somehow, some way, they get to come back off of winning the title with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing about those guys, Jalen and Jason for sure, is they want to be great. And they're going to do everything they can to be great, and they use every little bit of motivation they can. So they definitely will be coming back with a chip on their shoulders. I don't know how long it'll last, but they're going to start off the season with it for sure.
You had a massive, massive role in their development, being together and all that. How much of that do you watch last year and go, that's exactly what I've got to bring to Memphis, right?
Oh,
what I was a part of in Boston, now this is the time for, and you're watching as these guys, I mean, even today, just watch them around, how much more mature they get every single year. It does feel like it's a group that's ready to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's just like you said, I was there for those guys' development, so I was able to see grow with them. And every last bit of that, I'm like, I got to bring that here, because that's what winning is, and we got guys that want to win. We got some dogs on this team, and we got the talent to do it. We just need a little bit of guidance to go and know how to get over that hump. And I think, bringing me in was a part of that. And, that's what I'm here for, to help this team get over that hump is to the best of my ability.
Is that what you sensed this year that you mentioned the hunger with Boston, but there's got to be hunger with this team because that Dallas game last year, that wasn't the stretch where you went to L.A. and beat the Lakers, beat the Suns on the road, then beat Dallas right there. And then it felt like, okay, we got everybody together and it's all working and this is what it's going to look like. And then it all just comes to an end because everybody gets hurt. Is that kind of how you feel heading into this season when you talk to the guys that there is a hunger here?
Oh, definitely. Oh, man, we were all pissed when we all got hurt. We just seen each other fall like dominoes. We're like, dang, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. So, you all right, man? We were all pissed. So, it was brutal for us all. But the one positive, and one of the positives out of that, and like I tell people, is we got the bond off the court, which is going to help us on the court.
How'd that happen?
Yeah. We're just talking more. That's all we can do. There's not much you can't play. We're not playing. We can't do anything physical. So we're laughing. We're joking. We're at each other's house. Hey, man, what you been up to? Hey, heard your mom, your grandma. Just, just personal. Not really much basketball stuff. And I think that helps a lot because I was a new guy coming in. These guys been together. They grew up together. I'm the one. I'm the so-called outsider, right? And for me to fit in and for them to trust and, feel comfortable with me, I got to show that. And I got to, get to know those guys better than they got to get to know me. And I think that was a good thing. And like I said, so we took that experience from the bad stuff and we made it a positive.
Who's the funniest one on the team? Like you said y'all close off the court. Who's the funniest one on the team? Because I know you a jokester yourself.
Jaren is definitely probably one of the funniest, but what people probably want,
underrated.
Desmond is underrated. Desmond Bain is an underrated funny person.
Jokester.
He's a jokester, man.
What have you thought about Edie?
Oh, I love Edie, man. I love Edie. I came here and got somewhere. Yeah,
you're a hoop
for sure.
head, so I mean,
for sure.
Watch college basketball.
For sure.
College.
For sure. And then to be able to come in and get some work with him and to see his IQ for the game, his touch, his feel at that size, I play with Taco Fall as well. It looks different. You know what I'm saying? It's two different, 7-footers. It's different. And you can definitely see it with Zach, but it's more to Zach than people know. And I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this year.
I'm excited. Everybody's
I'm about.
I was gonna ask you about why you want to cut the hair.
Oh, yeah.
No look, but I'm gonna let you.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
It is
man.
the dad look.
It's the dad look for sure. It's the dad.
I hope not. Please don't do that to me, Mark.
No, I didn't, man.
I was like,
Hey, but I do got my dad fits with the little hats, the Oakleys, and I'm out there playing golf. And my wife's like, "Yo, you don't bought into the T," and I'm like, it's here. So I got my moments.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm excited. I'm a dad now, for sure. That's what we do.
I mess with it.
I'm glad you're healthy, man.
Oh, thank you.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Exactly.
Thanks, brother. Marcus Smart dropping by.